Hello and welcome back to Nerd Doc. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is finally here and there are two post-credit scenes. This video covers both of the Multiverse of Madness post-credit scenes, which means there will be spoilers for the movie. If you do not wish to be spoiled, you can find our spoiler-free review linked in the description below, along with all of our other Multiverse of Madness coverage. As always, don't forget to follow our Instagram, where we post daily Marvel news and rumors. This video only covers the two post-credit scenes. If you're looking for an explanation of the plot or ending of the movie, we have a detailed breakdown in another video, also linked below. Since Multiverse of Madness is still in theaters, we don't have direct footage from the post-credit scenes, so please bear with us there. We'll start with the mid-credit scene, but there are timestamps if you'd like to jump around to the post-credit scene. If you have any questions about either scene or the movie in general, leave a comment and we'll try to answer them as best we can. In the mid-credit scene, Doctor Strange is seen walking through New York. A woman appears and says to Steven, "You caused an incursion and we're going to fix it, unless you're afraid." She then manifests a purple energy dagger around her hand, kind of similar in look to what Psylocke does, and then cuts open a portal to the Dark Dimension as Steven confirms that he's not afraid. The mystery woman is Clea, played by Charlize Theron. While we have a separate video dedicated just to Clea and the potential Doctor Strange 3 plots, in the comics, she is the niece of Dormammu, who you may remember as the ruler of the Dark Dimension and the giant head Steven fought at the end of the first Doctor Strange film. Clea is also from the Dark Dimension, just like Dormammu, and is a sorceress that has powers that are similar to Doctor Strange, plus the ability to fly and travel between dimensions. She's usually in a constant power struggle with Dormammu and her mother, Umar, over control of the Dark Dimension. Over time, she ends up on Earth as a safety measure, trains under Doctor Strange, eventually becomes his wife, and even takes over as a Sorcerer Supreme at one point. We don't know how much of this will translate to Clea in the MCU, but given that she's cutting open a portal to the Dark Dimension, at the very least she has some of her powers and is still connected to the Dark Dimension and likely Dormammu. The big takeaway here is that Clea claims Stephen Strange has caused an incursion. We covered this in our Multiverse of Madness Explained video, but that basically means two realities are colliding, with one of them almost certainly Earth 616, the main MCU timeline. We already knew that Secret Wars was all but confirmed, but hearing that an incursion is happening is even more confirmation that Secret Wars is on the way at some point. It might still be a few years before we see it, but it's almost certainly coming. This could also be how the X-Men get into the Earth 616 timeline. If the other reality that's colliding with the main MCU timeline is one that has X-Men, they could easily end up in the 616 reality after everything is said and done. We even have a theory that we could see this happening in the X-Men 97 series that hits Disney Plus next summer. The second post-credit scene all the way at the end of the movie is just a fun little treat that doesn't have any real impact on the MCU as a whole. When Doctor Strange and America Chavez arrived in the 838 reality during the movie, America steals pizza balls from the Pizza Popa street vendor. This street vendor is longtime Sam Raimi collaborator Bruce Campbell. He's been in almost every Sam Raimi film and cameoed in all three of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. To get rid of Bruce, Doctor Strange casts a spell that causes him to punch himself repeatedly. Steven mentions that this will last for about 3 weeks. In the post-credit scene, we see Bruce still punching himself when the spell finally wears off. Bruce proudly proclaims that it's over, indicating that the spell has come to an end, but also that the movie is now over. So what do you think of Clea being introduced into the MCU, and what do you expect from her in the coming incursion? Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts. For now, that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves Doctor Strange and Clea.